In this lesson, we're going to explore the Japanese school system in terms of what years and what ages Japanese children attend school. In the first instance, if we're looking at daycare, hoikuen. Hoikuen would be for newborns up to 2 years of age. Hoikuen, nursery care or daycare. Then from about 2 years of age they go to youchien. Youchien being kindergarten. Youchien. At the age of 6 in Japan, they enter shogakko. Shogakko, the equivalent to primary school or elementary school. And this goes from 6 years of age up to about 12 years of age, where they enter chugakko. Chugakko, which is middle school or junior high school, equivalent in Australia to years 7, 8 and 9. Chugakko. After they've graduated chugakko, they move on to koukou. And in Japan these are two separate schools, junior high school and senior high school, koukou, for about age 16 to close to 18 or 18 years of age. Hoikuen, youchien, shogakko, chugakko, koukou. And of course, if they graduate koukou and they apply for daigaku, they can enter daigaku, being the equivalent of university. Daigaku. Let's look at each of these concepts, primary school, junior high school and senior high school, more closely. To start with, if we're talking about shogakko or primary school, we're actually talking about years 1 to year 6 in primary school. Sho actually means small or little. Sho. Gak or gaku means to learn. Ko is the institution itself. Shogakko literally means small school or primary school. We have years 1 to year 6. So we start with number 1, ichi. We add the word for year, nen, and the word for student, sei. Ichi, nen, sei. First year student. So if a student was in primary school first year, they would say shogakko ichinen-sei, primary school, year 1. We then just replace ichi with number 2 to say ni, nen, sei, year 2, shogakko ninen-sei. I'm in second class in primary school. Sannen-sei, third class. Yon drops the n, yonen-sei, fourth class. Go-nen-sei, fifth class. Roku-nen-sei, sixth class. We also hear the term shogakusei. Shogakusei meaning a primary school student. From the short video you're watching, in the primary school we can see they have beautiful gymnasiums in Japanese primary schools. Large classrooms with lots of windows, great big long blackboards along the front. The children do not wear school uniform generally in primary school. Wearing of school uniform starts from year 7 or junior high school in Japan. The teachers and the principals are helpful, caring, and look closely at the needs of the students. The rules we can see here on the wall in this primary school say you must greet people correctly. You must listen to people who are speaking to you, and if you want to give your opinion, you must put up your hand. 3 very simple rules to motivate the students to do the right thing. In primary school in Japan, there's a particular type of bag called a randoseru, which the Japanese children bring to school. They each have a little area to put their bags and keep their things, so they can sit at their seats without anything in their way or anything to take their mind off what they're meant to be studying in class. They have timetables in primary schools requiring them to follow the curriculum, cover such subjects as Japanese for Japanese speakers, PE, home economics, health, mathematics and other subjects that the Japanese children study in primary school. When they finish primary school, they may do entrance examinations or they may go to their local chūgakko. In this case, chū means middle, literally center or middle. So chūgakko can be translated as middle school or junior high school. Once again, we talk about year 1 at junior high school, ichi nen sei. Chūgakko ichi nen sei. I'm in first year of junior high school, equivalent to year 7 in Australia. Chūgakko ni nen sei. I'm in year 2 of junior high school. Chūgakko 3年生. Junior high schools in Japan do require students to wear uniforms. A lot of the schools still have the Sailor Moon style of uniform, and all students wear particular PE clothing when doing PE and sports. The gymnasiums or halls in the junior high schools are magnificent, polished floors, and students have to buy special shoes for inside the gymnasium. There are outdoor shoes and there are indoor shoes for playing sports in Japan. The junior high schools also have different floors for different years. So year 1 or year 7 equivalent may be on the first floor of the building, year 8 may be on the second floor, and year 9 may be on the third floor, depending on how the school is organized. The corridors of the Japanese schools have the windows on one side to outside, and then the classrooms on the other. Junior high school students, like in any country, are lively, often a little bit rowdy, but they have a lot of fun at school. And particularly in Japanese schools, the Japanese children get to organize and create a number of special events throughout the year of their school life. The Japanese boys can be seen with their military-style uniforms. White shirts, black pants, and their jackets. Traditionally Japanese boys' school jackets have been considered quite military in design. Then the students apply for kōkō, or senior high school. The first ko literally means high or tall, and in this case we're talking about senior high school. Once again we talk about year 1, year 2 and year 3. Kōkō 1年生, Kōkō 2年生. And for year 12, equivalent in Australia, we would say Kōkō 3年生. And that's a very tough year for Japanese students because they not only have to study at school and do examinations at school, but they have to prepare for entrance examinations to daigaku, or university. Students can also go to senmon-gakko, which are special schools doing specific subjects. You may hear a Japanese student say they're in Kō-ichi, which is equivalent to Kōkō 1年生. It's just an abbreviation of the term we use. Kōkō, senior high school. And in this video clip, we can see some senior high school students in a music class. There's a piano, a large blackboard, and the teacher is instructing the students to sing a particular part of a song. Shogakko primary school, Chugakko junior high school, Koukou senior high school in Japan.